At least the sun will be up in a couple of hours. But now it's Persona 1. With Vishnu.
For our context, we're
doing this at 4:30 in the morning.
No, it's actually 5:30 in the morning. We have 3 more parts left to go, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you an idea.
Finally remember to equip the Panic Dirk and the Dead Ends. Yay!
Wait, you didn't do that last time?
I forgot to do that last time. It's been a while since I used the close knife. I figured, fuck it, let me go play with this for a little bit. And Mary blacked out. And we're back.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. Talk about minor mental delusions, huh?
So when we last left off, we located the ideal Mary.
Yep. And I haven't located my glasses.
And now we are what are we at?
We're back at the shrine now, but here's the thing. We're going to do something different this time around. Surprisingly enough, there's a dungeon behind the shrine.
What?
There's a dungeon behind the shrine.
This entire time?
Yep. Well, to be more accurate, it's behind this shrine in this particular parallel universe.
Well done. You've made it up to this point. In the back of the shrine is a cavern. Through this cavern is a path which leads to the pool of man's mind and soul. It is here where souls are created and emerge, and then later brought back for eternity after death. Right now, the real Mary is dying, and her soul is on its way back to the pool. She is calling for you and her other self to save her. You and the other Mary must go and save the real Mary's soul.
If it's going to be about why Philemon never told us anything directly, we'll see in Persona 2.
No. I was talking from a model standpoint.
Oh.
Not plot.
Oh, okay. So what's up with the model?
He never bends his wrists.
Nope.
I was wondering throughout all the times we see Philemon, what is it about his motions that bother me? It's like, obviously,
that's a very tight suit.
Yeah, it's a very tight suit. It's like, obviously, like PlayStation 1 limitations, I can only expect so much, but he never bends his wrists.
Never. Very tight suit. Apparently, he should have gotten the Men's Warehouse guarantee on that one. Anyway, so because Real Mary wants Ideal Mary and me, the other 3 have to stay behind. And I can imagine Mark's balls just turning the bluest tint of blue a pair of black balls could ever go.
Is it because Mary has the most closest relation with Hey?
Because Mary's starting to have those good feelings for Hey yeah.
Hey yeah, indeed.
By the way, if you took Ellen starts falling in love with you as well. Oops.
Ooh. Love triangle.
Somewhat. I don't even know whether or not how far Hey You and Mary go, but interestingly enough, Ellen does not take it well. I'll leave it at that for now. Welcome to the back of the Ariah Shrine. New enemies, Vipers and Shadows. Shadows are no more different than the clones. They absorb physical attacks and that's about it. Vipers are fucking HP tanks. They have Ice Magic and Candy Voice and Aqua Wall, which will basically heal any Ice Magic they get hit with for 3 turns. Odin sets them on fire
and you own them with 1 move.
Mid-tier fire magic at that. See what you can do when you're really good with fusions. Of course, you don't have to be good with fusions like me. You can just buy a few stones from the commodity shop in the black market and just go to town with them from there.
There's one thing, even as far as along we are now, there's one thing I'm still not very clear, and I figured I'd ask now because we're almost done. Now, tier magic. Just because it's at a higher tier doesn't always necessarily mean it's stronger off the get-go, right?
Right. Tier. I used tier, and that was kind of the wrong word. I probably should have used class for a better term.
Yeah.
Class 1 is your fire, ice, wind, and earth. Class 2 is nuclear, lightning, gravity, force. I should have said class from the beginning.
So it's relatively similar, but not exactly the same.
Right. The only reason why I divide them into 2 classes is because that's usually how monster weaknesses in this game kind of work.
Yeah.
Like if they're negate one particular weakness, if they're strong against one particular class, they're weak to another. Like take Hey You. His persona's weak. Not Hey You. Not in this one in particular. Let's just get to these first. These are sins. These are sins. Belly Cassie is another way of saying wrath, and obscenity is lust. Lust will like to cast all sorts of charm magic on you, and ultimately just trying to screw with your turns. Belly Cassie has all powerful Tier 1 magic, such as, Tier 1 magic, such as Inferno All, Glacier All, Gishin All, and Gale All. And it's got the magic stats to work it too.
So what were you doing earlier? Were you trying to negotiate?
Yeah, I just wanted to show you can't talk to these things at all.
So no
There's
spell cards for these guys.
Yeah, there's 6 of these in all. Now, going back to earlier, take any Emperor persona. Take Hayes' starting Emperor persona, for example. It reflected wind, and it dealt neutral damage against any other Tier 1 magic. As a result, it was weak against all Tier 2 magic. Electricity, gravity, nuclear, and blast.
Yeah. I asked this because I noticed in a few parts, you say specific enemies are afraid of Tier 2 magic, and not necessarily Tier 1. And I noticed, like you said, like with Tier 2, you say you got lightning, but then what's the Tier 1 equivalent of that? Like,
I want to say there's like a really one-for-one equivalent, because nuclear, even though I called it Tier 2 magic, it really does fucking hurt in comparison to the others.
Is it like Flare in Final Fantasy? Is non-elemental?
No, it's nuclear magic. Nuclear magic fucking hurts. What was I gonna say though? It's not really so much of a direct equivalent sort of thing, you know? Like, it's just lightning, it's its own element, like Earth is against fire or something like that in Final Fantasy.
So they're not all linked by
they're not linked.
a class.
There's no link. There's no real link to them.
Yeah, lightning is lightning. That's it.
Exactly.
Okay.
The only link I suppose you can make is Holy Light and Evil Dark Magic, and that's about it.
Then, because there's so many different classifications of spells, that kind of like opens up a lot.
That's why I say generally go for them in tiers.
Yeah.
This here is the leader of the Sin class, Pride. This fucker's hitting you with Tier 2 magics, and his magic stat is also pretty fucking potent.
He also laughed at you like Ganondorf.
Yeah, that's his arrogance. Also, it looks like a really angry face. Like it kind of looks like one of those old Japanese Noah masks in a way.
That could be what they're based off of, to be honest.
Yeah, remember the faces in the Uriah Shrine?
I do recall you mentioning them.
Yeah.
They were on the walls.
Yeah. These aren't it, but conceptually it's kind of like that.
But don't they look like them?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to a shrine and seeing the face of fucking Belly Cassie? Ha!
Ellipses.
There's one of those, one of Lust, and probably one of Vishnu. Anyway, this place here isn't really such a bad dungeon, despite only having 2 of you. As long as you got a healer on either of them. And if you don't have a healer at this point in the game, god damn, you're amazing. That or you've just been using items.
Way later down the road, I'm talking about maybe years from now, because we have other priorities. Is the Gust Tree? Okay.
How did you find me underground?
When we do the PSP version, where you're going to be primarily doing the Snow Queen quest.
I'll do the Snow Queen quest, yeah.
Will you still recruit, my immersion's ruined, Matt.
Yeah.
Will you still recruit Chris in that scenario, or will you...
You can't get Chris in that scenario.
You can't get Chris in the Snow Queen quest?
No, Chris is exclusive to the Sebek quest.
So who... Ellen's no Snow Queen.
And you can get Ellen, Brad, Yukino, Nate... So, but you can't get Mark or Mary.
Really?
Yeah, Mark's still in jail.
So is it safe to say that the Snow Queen quest is an entirely different game?
Yes. Well, no. Yes and no. Same persona, same gameplay schema, except with a few real dickhead rules.
Okay.
Completely different dungeons. I might add dickhead rules. Like, who the fuck thought some of this shit was a good idea? Crimson Tablet, we use that to make Phoenix. One of the good combinations is there's a level 55 bird monster in the final dungeon. Make that in your fusion, and you can get Phoenix to have Magarudyne at tier 2 or Gale. New encounter: Igor and Belly Cassie. It's like, oh, that's Greed. Greed, laughably enough, hits you with holy magic. Holiest, Elixir. Oh god, what were this thing's moves? I don't even remember its moves. Holiest, Light All.
The biggest question is, will it live long enough to use them?
Let's find out. Nope. Anyway, Anko here is batting 1,000, and I'm using him to get the Holy Glove. Since I like since I'm probably not going to be able to get Loki all the way up there by the time I want to finish this fall off, we're just going to have to end up like biting the bullet and making that weapon we get from her the most powerful thing Chris will wield. Similar to a Mark. I know where to get it, but for the sake of Let's Play, I don't want to like drag it too longer.
This dungeon has the same color scheme as the
ruins.
Yeah, the ruins.
Yeah, it's like generic cave dungeon here.
Well, they're relatively close. What is that cracking underneath your ass?
I don't know.
You're rocking back and forth. I hear something cracking. It's like you're opening a bag of peanuts.
I hope not.
Anyway.
Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. This dungeon here. What was I saying? And we just blacked out again. Do you think we actually slammed Mary's head into the wall? No, Mary, I don't blame you. Ow!
Don't worry, you're not real.
Alright, I'm checking the floors here now. I need to get back up to basement 6, but through this way, because there's an item here that'll let me get a level 97 persona, which I'm not going to use. It's called Show Queen. Kind of sucks, though. Its abilities are, the 4 breath magics you get. Bright Air, Poison Air, Fire Breath, Ice Breath, Nuke Most, and I think the final ability is Megaton Raid.
Megaton what?
Megaton Raid or something like Mega Raid.
Mega Raid.
Which is a really powerful physical attack.
Giant can of bug spray.
No.
Damn.
Funny as hell, though. Thing is, you got to be level 97 to use it. And the only persona higher than that is the level 99 persona, Lucifer.
If you get that, if you have to get so high in level at that point, do you even really need it at that point?
No, you don't. That's the whole thing. In fact, I kind of made a stretch with showing off Ultimate Persona. Remember those chests we haven't had in a while? Poison.
Oh yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah, but seriously, whatchamacallit? Usually you're done the game by about 50. Hell, believe it or not, I went up against Pandora at like level 30 or so. It's really not hard to do this game. It's just that I wanted to show off some of the coolest shit in here, you know? If you really need to beat this game just to like run through it and get through it, get the level 18 Persona Phalanx, the level 21 Persona Remy or Succubus at level 53, and the level 36 Persona Azrael, and then you're pretty much good to go. Unless, you know, you just want to like fiddle around with a lot of personas, but
I think the only time I ever did an intentional low-level run on an RPG was Final Fantasy VI.
I've tried to do one of them for Tales of Symphonia, but I have too much fun with the battle system, so it's like, fuck it.
Well, 6 I've done 2 challenges. One I did a low-level run, and one I did a natural magic run.
I did an initial Persona run of this game, where you used the first Persona you had in this game.
Yeah.
I did it like that until I got their Ultimate Persona.
Yeah.
And that was hard as hell.
Natural magic run in Final Fantasy VI, no Magicite.
Jesus Christ.
No Magicite at all. So you pretty much have to have Terra and Zolas in your party the entire time.
Hey.
But it's actually not as hard as it sounds, because you still got characters' natural abilities like Sabin's Blitzes or Cyan's sword techniques, Gao's Rages. That technically counts as natural magic.
Yeah. Although my personal favorite is and before any of you asked, we're not doing no Final Fantasy X, no Sphere Grid, no Blitzball, no customization, no rest, no items, no save points, no fun, none of that shit.
Oh, the run.
Yeah, the run. That takes real skill and mastery. No, that just takes fucking psychopathy. Anyway, I got knocked on a loop. One thing you want to do here is find basement 8. Hey! Anyway.
That confuses me, because you see on your grid right now, your labyrinth, you have a complete pathway outlined, but when you look at the map, some of the areas are cut off.
No, those are the areas I haven't explored.
Oh, but you have it mapped on your grid, though. I always found that weird.
Yeah, I like to think of it that's just like what they can naturally see in front of them up ahead. But then they're just like, when they're drawing their maps, they make it as they go along, like... like, it's old-fashioned adventure logic, I guess.
So you have the game map, and then you have their map.
Yeah. And I can imagine at some point, Mark accidentally spilled some ketchup from his cheese, from his fries onto it, and Chris smashed his head into the wall again. Because Chris is just fucking crazy like that.
Well, when you paused the game, I saw a list on the top right. Were those enemy encounters that you ran in here?
Yeah, those are enemy encounters in general. That's your analysis database.
And it gives you pretty much everything you encountered in the dungeon?
In the game.
In the game. But when you're in a specific area, it shows you the enemies you can run into there?
No.
Or is it just updates as you run into something?
It updates as you run into something.
Oh, okay.
It's like your general bestiary.
I see.
So basically, that's why and they each get classified into different characterization areas. The one monster I didn't get to show off in this game is Alice.
Alice.
She's a level 99 monster. She doesn't fight you per se. She likes to run away though. She has the rare item called the Pagan King, which allows you to fuse the level 77 double persona Beelzebub. Again, only bother with that if you're going after Chris. You can either find her, and I'm talking piss poor chance. Ooh, let's see the cutscene first. Ooh.
You know, there are better places to play arcade games.
I don't know. This is kind of a nice place to be when you're all alone.
But there's fucking creepy masks everywhere.
True, but you're here in the door, but protected by Vishnu.
Actually, I would have liked it if you got this person right here playing. That's Heyu, actually. Playing a game, and you got like 7 quarters lined up in front of the monitor. So he's surrounded by masks who want winners. Okay, so what's going on? We see ourself, Heyu, playing a video game. What's he playing?
Huh?
What's he playing?
You know, they actually kind of removed. I think they removed it in translation, but he's actually playing an Atlas-related game.
Oh, okay. Shin Megami Tensei. It's fantastic.
I'm really loving this new Revelations Persona game. You guys gotta try it.
They named the bad guy Guido.
Oh shit!
Super Guido exists.
Remember those choices, ladies and gentlemen?
I do.
Hey you! She's still alive! Give me a hand! Remember her?
Way back in part 1.
Yeah, right?
No, it was actually part 2, because we didn't actually start moving on plot until part 2.
Right.
See, that's what happens when you choose Atlas Cola in front of a Gabo machine.
Indeed.
Okay. Oh, you're making a fast forward.
Yeah.
I thought you lost your goddamn mind for a second. I'm not mad anymore. I missed you.
No, Matt's not here. Damn it, Bob!
Damn Bob Ross. Get the fuck out.
So basically what happens here is that you get reminded of what sort of good Samaritan you are. So come on, suck my dick for a while.
Say it again while I play Persona on the arcade.
I actually was playing one of their games called Pieces on your emulator. It's pretty fun.
Is that so? We're actually getting to see that Heyu actually does communicate with dialogue.
Yeah, and what? Oh no,
Well,
not our Heyu.
It represents Heyu anyway.
Yeah, this is no wonder it's our Power Level Universe self. That one talks. You have the ability to discern true from false. You judge with your eyes, but with your heart as well. Interestingly enough, most of the decisions you make are because Mark goads you into it.
You listen to the Black/Asian kid. Well done.
This man's soul was sick and lost, but you gave peace to his soul. Because your own soul was with you.
By beating the fuck out of him. I'm giving you peace.
Attain enlightenment!
By the way, I read the comments, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe I didn't think of Cobra Commander myself when I saw that fucking face. How did I not see that?
Now, since we made those great choices in our adventure, we now get to unlock the ultimate personas for each character. You'll always get not always. If you miss one of them, you only get the Lava Charm for Heyu. If you get them all right, you get 5. You get Heyu's, Nate's, Mary's, Mark's, and whoever the 5th member is. For Ellen, it's Heaven's Contract. For Brad, it is... I forget what Brad's is. Brad's, I think, is like a monumental piece or something like that. Chris gets the coffin. Not coffin. Coffin.
Coffin.
Coffin.
Alright, so you get, how many charms was it?
5.
I'm guessing each one represents...
Groove on Fight, that's what he was playing.
I'm guessing each one represents the choice that you made.
No, there's like 6 choices.
Oh, so where's the 6th charm? It's the arcade machine. I can't take that with me now.
Son of a bitch. What if he actually stayed in there just to play games with himself?
What was the name of the game?
Groove on Fight.
Groove on Fight. Sounds like...
English. Anyway, going back to Alice from what I was talking about earlier. She is a fucking abysmally low chance of running into her. I'm talking 0.2%.
Pink Puffs?
Rare.
Rarer?
Rarer. As in, I have played this game ever since 1996. I've only run into her 4 times.
Well, I never ran into a pink puff naturally without using a siren.
You don't have anything like that with you in this. You have a slight reprieve in the PSP version for Astoma, which shoots away everything else, provided you're like level 77 or above, because that's the final monster. That's the highest level monster aside from Alice. One time, I found Alice in the Deva Yuga, and I won the Pagan King off of her, but I had Elena in the party, so I couldn't even use Beelzebub.
So wait, you only run into Alice in the Deva Yuga?
You can run into Alice in the Deva Yuga, or in the Avidia world, or in the final area of or in the basement 9 of the ruins.
But a very, very low encounter, right?
Oh yeah,
Abysmally low encounter.
Abysmally low.
Huh, I'm actually curious. I'm gonna look that up when we're done here.
I'm hearing a lot of squishing sounds here. Do you think we're stepping on somebody's grandpa? And I'm gonna loop.
What?
Yeah, I nearly went out. Cartography.
So there's 2 things we can do besides unlocking the fool's potential of every character. Now you have the tools to make their ultimate personas.
Yeah, but I need some cards too.
Well, obviously.
Now,
it's not
generally
just as easy as getting
generally
items.
speaking, any combination that makes your Arcana will work so long as you throw in the item. But I like to actually get me some powerful spells on them, because since they're going to be my ultimate persona, make them feel the part, you know?
Yeah.
And since I'm not really going to go any higher in terms of making them all worthwhile, fuck it, you know?
And the only enemies you encounter in this place are the masks, right?
In here are masks. By the way, you didn't happen to get the sloth battle, did you?
Sloth?
Yeah, that was another sin. There's 2 other masks. I'm not sure if Johnny actually captures or he just went, oh, random encounter.
You ran into a lot of,
Black Knights.
Yes, there you go.
Not Black Knights, Pale Riders.
Pale Riders.
Pale Riders. Why does that sound like a friggin'... Oh my god, that sounds so dirty. And yet so kinky. No, I'm not thinking of the monster porn. I'm thinking of like this really pale brunette woman riding. Awesome.
I forgot where we were going with this.
Something about Pale Riders. Anyway, there were 2 other sins which I don't think we're gonna show off here because I think Johnny may have accidentally cut it out.
No, because I noticed the different types of mask enemies you're running into, so I kept a close eye on the faces. I think you just didn't run into them.
No, you missed them. Yeah, you missed them. Anyway, there are 2 others that we didn't get to see here: Sloth and Jealousy. Jealousy will cast the permanent status magics on you, like sickness, death, stuff like that.
Well, I saw Jealousy in your analysis data chart when we paused the game.
Right, and that means that we didn't see it here in the video, so you accidentally, hastily got it out.
Oops.
And Sloth is the evil dark variant of Greed. Meanwhile, Human Soul Soda.
Available now at your local Gabbo. Watch out for the nurses.
Welcome to the collective unconscious.
It's like space.
The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Mary Starship Enterprise.
Its mission.
Its
to
mission.
Explore strange... Well, this game is already kind of strange, so we're already here.
Yeah, right? The mission, to cure its minor mental delusions. So basically, Mary here was just sick of it, you know? By the way, I'm not sure, but I think she's naked there.
Well, her portrait shows she's wearing the
hospital gown.
suit. Yeah.
But the model looks like she's naked.
The model looks like she's naked, but I'm going by what the portrait says, and so she's wearing the hospital gown.
Oh, she's just wearing like that tattered there, you know?
That's it. It's an odd fashion choice.
Yeah.
And again, we are in a very odd place, in a very odd game.
We talked to toilets.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Exploding hula dancing toilets.
Never forget.
I love this game. So basically, Mary decides that, you know, maybe I should listen to the ideals in my head rather than, you know, give up. And she fades away for a bit.
I didn't want Heyu to see me like this.
I'm looking at Heyu wondering, like, I'm wondering if Heyu's actually trying to look for his relatives. Grandpa?
I think I just swallowed my aunt.
Grandma! Jason! Damn it, Ethan!
Ideal Mary has a different eye color than the original Mary.
Yeah. Probably contacts.
That bitch.
Or she hates her own eyes. Remember Mary also has like a kind of an insecurity about herself as well. Remember Maggie when she called Mary a flat-chested woman?
I'm gonna pretend I do and say yes.
Back at the school, Maggie called Mary a flat-chested woman. Now that you know that they're all the same, apparently Maki has very insecure about her figure.
Or that was just being a bitch.
To herself. That's self-deprecation. By the way, now that I've actually cleared out the, now that I saw Mary and took a dip in the subconscious of everybody's minds.
You stopping and wonder if you left the oven on?
No, that, and I'm also pointing out that there are no more random encounters.
Really?
So if you didn't get to run into the sins now, you'll never will.
What are you missing out if you don't?
None, just incomplete bestiary.
Oh, okay, just for the sake of completion's sake.
Yeah. Woo!
What's lighting these caverns?
The, rhinestones.
The souls.
Who the hell lit this place up? Thank you, Nicholas Tesla. You're welcome. Oh, welcome, hey you. And I like how it was designed here. Like, look at the freaking pretty-ass marbles. Well, thank you, Matthew. Didn't you know that when I was sent down there that I was personally responsible for making this trip a beautiful place to look at? Thank you, Mr. Ross. You're welcome, Matthew.
But, you don't have the warp spell.
No.
You have to go through 8 floors of just dungeon crawling.
No.
Yeah, random encounters are completely eliminated from the dungeon.
Completely eliminated.
Completely eliminated.
And no, I don't.
Oh, well, but you're climbing up this. You're climbing up the stairs right now, so it's like, I'm thinking more like you have to climb a set of stairs and then go like to the opposite side of the other way so you can go to another set of stairs. But no, the stairs are all right here.
Not until a video world.
Oh, that explains why it takes forever.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning.
And thus, we live.
Da-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Vishnu.
Not yet. There you go.
Hello.
Alright, so we've made contact with Mary's consciousness.
We talk to ourselves.
And
now we go tell everybody that we talk to ourselves, and Chris beats us for being schizophrenic.
We got the blue compact.
Hey guys, you won't believe this. I was down in the sea of everybody's unconscious. I saw myself, I saw Bob Ross, I saw Vishnu, I saw Rhinestone, and Chris just looks at this and goes, yeah.
Matt, we took so long that Mark's clothes went out of style.
Damn. Oh, sure, I guess we're all behind the times, daddy-o. Anyway, I should reorganize the party here at this point, except I have it all backwards. Mark goes up to the upper left, Chris goes back to the bottom right, Nate goes behind Hayden and Chris, and it's like that never changed. Woo! Now,
what's left?
Final dungeon, and the grind. But I cut out the grind for you, ladies and gentlemen, I hope.
Well, yeah. If you want to see how much grinding Matt cut out, and by that I mean me, because I'm the one editing, look at the total game time. What was the total game time at the time of this part?
1337.
Not 1337, no, that was like a few parts ago. I think it was like 20-something.
Yeah, and the clock's out at 31.
Pause the game, Matt. Pause the game, pass Matt. I want to see the total time, goddammit.
You're just gonna have to wait your turn.
No. Are we going to the Sun Mall now for Velvet Room, or...
Sun Mall to save.
Sun Mall to save.
Because now we have to start the grind.
The grind that we've conveniently added out for you people.
Only because I wanted to show you guys the ultimate personas.
Yes. Except Vishnu.
Aww.
He's nowhere to be seen.
No Vishnu, no Lucifer, no Scrag, no Ildana, no Nyarlathotep, no...
well, you didn't want to show off Nyarlathotep to begin with.
Massacre, yeah. Weirdo's persona.
No, I know who he is. I'm just saying you didn't want to show him to begin with.
Right.
So,
well, he's actually... I mean, if you're going to fuse Nyarlathotep in this game, fuse him with the Grimy monster so you can get Mazia down to tier 2.
Yeah.
But still, you got better options.
Total game time is 22:30 as of this part. We'll see what the total game time is of the part tomorrow.